Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Penguin Academy cough game analysis of Team England's virtual Grand Tour. The first game of round 4, and this is the first game of Team England versus Team Germany. They all go on YouTube, PC. I'm going to do a live analysis because it happens to be on and there's not a bunch of games to do in a row. Representing Team England, we have Don Vito, the delightful Don Vito with his rats. And representing Team Germany, we have Baki with vampires. He's got a more normal vampire team than the other German vampire team. Oh, thank you very much, Tempest. I appreciate it. Interesting setup from the vampires here. Doesn't really have to fear a quick snap with the strength 4s. Could fear the quick snap onto the outside. We'll see if Don Vito sets up for that. So we've got the Frenzy Blitzer and the Block Blitzer. The Block Blitzer is interesting. Sometimes you see that as strip ball. The two dodge runners, leader thrower and block thrower. Sometimes you see that as dodge. Excuse me, my throat is playing up. The rats have changed over the time. We've got a Mighty Blow tackle blitzer guard. We got nothing on the rat ogre. We got a leader on the thrower. And we got a block rat, and that's it.
You said in the past he liked to just go ham with the Roger, so it's interesting he doesn't have a skill on him.
Yes, he really doesn't. I mean, it's kind of the only thing like they've got, really. I mean, well, normally, but he's gone heavy on this this blitzer with the MBT. So he doesn't have to. The problem with putting the stack on the blitzer is you don't have to lose the skill on the Roger, but now you've got two people you want to blitz with, which is always just a pain to try and balance the fact that you've got a guy who's a safe blitz with Mighty Blow and an unsafe blitz with Mighty Blow, but can't move otherwise.
Yeah, maybe he's trying something new. Maybe he thinks he could just get the Roger on people with the blitz, and he'll have people to fight for a while he blitzes with the blitzer.
Maybe. I mean, I don't like having no skill on the Roger. I think, especially in this rule set, I think you have to lean into the one turn. I think I prefer the sidestep gutter Juggernaut Roger. I think you just have to. Because they don't have a lot on defense is their problem, right? You can't stack on a gutter or anything. You lose too much elsewhere. So they don't have a lot to stop you scoring. So the one turn is how they win at all, really. I mean, technically he's correct. They aren't the best players. If he'd said they aren't two of the best players in the world, then he's a loon. So he gets a solid D and he goes in, which is completely fine. He uses the block pieces, which is completely fine. Again, the rats just set up in some random setup that doesn't really do anything. At least it forced the vampires to roll a dice to go and take the ball and win on a blitz this time. It's always nice. Better than nothing. Not much,
Yeah,
but
better blitz defense than we've been seeing.
I mean, there was a gap here for no reason.
Oh yeah.
it's not a screen side. All right. Didn't 1 in 36 the ball in the corner and lose. Glorious. And now he's got to work out what to do. I do like that he thought all of these rats were in the best position if he did fail that pickup. That's definitely where that guy needs to be.
Yeah, that one is a bit rough. Like, I understand kind of hedging the bet. Like, if you fail, it's nice to have people back a bit.
Yeah, the gutters were fine to leave there. Like, but this guy just was nowhere, was he? He was not defending anything in a screen. Like, unless the ball literally landed on him, he was nothing. It's an annoying push skull there. You'd hope that that guy would have got something out of that block. It's the Roger time. You got nothing else. It's the Roger time. Gets the removal. Roger gets the Kaz.
Unfortunately, unlike with old Vamps, taking thralls out isn't as powerful as it used to be.
No, especially as he's got three in reserve. It's only really good for the drive. This is a lot of hits he's taking back as well. Luckily, he makes that dodge. Doesn't take an extra hit for free. Put a scoring range in. Put a gutter in scoring range, but that can be taken care of with a cheeky Hypno. It is Sliker, yep.
Hypno and a lot of block dice.
Oof. Not a massive fan of opening with that blockless block. There was just a 1 in 9 fail, not necessarily the dub skull that he rolled. It was good that you left that be. Again, he's taking a follow-up block without block, and he's got a block with block right there. There we go. Okay, maybe we'll do that. No, he's gone back to the bad one. Okay, that wasn't great. I think I pushed to the right here. I want to be able to hit him again, the Mighty Blow Tackle. So, I would have followed. I guess he doesn't have to follow because he can blitz him if he wants. Put an assist in on him and preferably Hypno him as well. Who's she gears in? The Roger. Okay. Resisted bloodless, so can do it from a safer square. Doesn't anyway. Vampires only have 3 rerolls here, which is... Wait, have they used a Oh, they used a reroll, yeah, because they have 3 and the leader reroll that they used already. And that's a second thrall removed. It's not great.
Is there much value in not just ending the turn?
I mean, I'd have taken this block already. Don't go up. Good.
That's one of the bigger boosts to vampires. You could just ignore bloodlust
Yes.
10 times more.
Okay, so Hypno, this possible scoring threat. And then run the strength 4 up. So they have to, K. No. That's a 3+ bloodlust, isn't it? The other one would have passed. Why are we doing the blitzer before the thrower? That's obviously incorrect. And now you don't get to use whatever you were going to do with him. Because you have to end your turn. You can't bite again. You're 2 thralls down. Hello, RD. I don't know why he's there. That's a weird place to have left him. All right, rats. So the problem now is both the Mighty Blow Tackle and the Rogue are on the floor. This is the problem with the Mighty Blow Tackle being on the pitch. You can blitz with him, which is safe, but then you can't stand the Rogue up. Well, you can, but on a 4+. And if he fails the 4+, he's on the ground. Worse, actually, now. If he fails the 4+, he eats the Mighty Blow Tackle. Oh, he left and moved with him. So now he's just on the ground. You don't really want to just eat your own player. Oh, never mind, you do. Take it back. What do I know? 50% chance of just twatting your own player when you're 2 players up. Seems good. It's gonna cause problems, this build. It's always gonna cause problems when you've got a blitzer who isn't the animal savagery.
Maybe he just leaves him down.
I mean, maybe the vampires, can't really afford to foul it. But the problem with it being down is it's such a big presence. Like, it frees up all of these vampires and a thrall of leaving him down.
Yeah, but if you
Never mind, just rolls a
they
6.
did stand up.
Just rolls a
He's
6,
just
it's
gotta
fine.
He's just got easy 2 dice is the thing.
Yes. I don't think you go for the ball here. And this was the bad point of this. The ball was on the left. The frenzy's here. He can't surf now. Could have surfed if you just left him more towards the actual players of the rats. And you left him hanging out on this side for no reason. Follow? You gotta follow. Can't not follow there. Oh, why are you not following? Did stun him, so he's down. Got to get these runners safe from the Mighty Blow Tackle. So whatever they're doing, that's not where they should be. This guy's the blitz, okay? Who's he blitzing? Can't see a target. This guy's probably the obvious. Yeah, okay. This actually blitz him and rolls pushes. Kind of obnoxious, but fair enough. The follow's kind of a little racy. I assume he's going to block and follow here, but you're unlikely to get an armor break on him.
I guess with the Roger stunned, he wants to try and abuse his strength.
Yeah, when he stands by him, he doesn't have guard because he's just a regular old assist. So I guess maybe it's okay. Has to protect these squares, or this is the blitz and that's the block. So this guy should come up here. The problem with doing that is you've got to know it. This guy now then has to go there to defend the sideline. And that's a 3+. So now you're risking the bloodlusts. Okay. Little weird. So this kind of defends those squares, but it gives him a block back unless he goes over and helps. So this guy has to come here. And then this one has to come behind them to avoid the half switch. Because she can't come over to help because the Mighty Blow Tackle is a threat. I love it when people do that. Just check in to see if I'm bloodlusted.
Yeah, it's tried and true, I guess. The vamps are at least not making the rookie mistake of forgetting to hypno.
No, they are using the hypnos. It's nice.
It's free to try. Assuming you're already moving them to that spot.
Didn't hypno with him, just as you said it.
Dang it! I tried to be positive. And I immediately got punished.
So weirdly here, because he did end up with all of his strength 4 on this side, I think you side switch. This is the blitz with the mighty blow tackle, and you just side switch and just dodge with these two. Oh, you do not stand him up. There's no reason to have activated that rat. That's a last action dodge. It's actually a good last action dodge as well, because you can come around behind the and get a player in the backfield. Oh, we're just pushing ourselves down the weak side, okay? This is probably not going to end that well. Bad decision here, I think.
Yeah, if he moves the ball into the sideline, which would be terrible, he could blitz with the mighty blow on the leader.
He's going to blitz with the mighty blow on the leader. I don't know where he's putting the ball. Or wherever he puts the ball, it's not going to be like double screened well enough for anything. The Roger's not holding anyone down to 1 in 9s. I very much suspect we're going to see a sack on the ball next turn. Oh, my days. We might see a surf of the ball next turn, because for some reason he's in good old Chunt's column, tabletop football's favourite place. Burn a reroll on some rushes? Nope, snake a rush, okay?
Oh, wow.
So, yes, so this is...
had the blitz.
Two twos to hypno these, and then just surf the ball with the frenzy.
I could only guess he was gonna dodge from the blitz to help make a double screen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He was probably going to do that. Block from the outside and then double rush. Wouldn't be good enough because you could just hypno through him. But this is free. So technically you could come around and hypno the actual ball and split its ball, but I think I'd just go for the surf. It seems so much simpler to just go for the surf. So I wouldn't use this runner. I would block here with the thing, and I'd use this block thrower to hypno him. Because then you got the runner who's got the longest range to get the ball from the surf. So he's done what I would have done. I would follow to keep more players tagged. Don't know what this really long pause is for. Okay, well I would have followed. Now this... guess this guy can go here, so he can... bite. Doesn't have to waste a reroll.
I know the general thinking with Vamps is they like being on defense, so you might not want to be on offense, but go for like a 3-turn seems a bit ambitious to me.
I don't think he was going for a 3-turn. I think he's literally just reacting to what the vampires are doing. I don't think there was a plan on his drive at all.
Well, he had the ball out of range. That's the thing. And then he brought it into range.
It's where he should have gone.
Challenged.
He should have run the ball back or run the ball right behind the double screen, one or the other. All right, here we go. Gone, and the ball is right there. Beautiful. And then this thrall runs up, and this vampire runs up. And then this vampire comes... See, if you'd followed here, look, this vampire could have gone on top of the mighty blow tackle, and he's jammed in. So I guess maybe this time you just keep the mighty blow tackle jammed in. Then you just put the mighty blow tackle in there. You just put the thrall in there, and you move the leader to there to make sure that this can just... Yep, okay, I don't mind it. This can just potato off. It can get blocked, but just not by the mighty blow tackle, which is the only important part. Over here. there. I think you can reach, can you? Oh no, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right there. There we go. Good man. And then this one comes and just tucks in behind the mighty blow tackle, or on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of these two, whatever you can reach. Hey, remember the gears as well. Well done. Pretty well played turn.
Are you just saying that because he did what you told him to do?
That's why it's pretty well played, yeah.
There we go.
He did what I would have done. It's well played. But jokes aside, it's not a coincidence, is it? Like, because most top players will end up playing roughly the same turns as each other, because there are obvious lines that you just see.
Do you think it's worth it just to go for the 4-3 with tackle?
No. Blood Bowl 2, Jim. 70-odd% coach in Blood Bowl 2. Backy.
Full pow anyway.
There he is, look.
The drive is not lost yet.
Okay, let's go back to the vamps. What do you do here? You do a lot of what I like to call chain hypnogazing. So like this one hypnos someone to free up someone, and then this one hypnos someone to free up someone, and so on. So this chick can hypno the guard so that this doesn't have to dodge because it hasn't got dodge.
It's important for the Vamp coach to remember right now that it's its opponent's drive. Like, that touchdown was going to be sweet, but it's no need to panic or anything.
Yes. This one's hypnoing the wrong player. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's only got one reroll left is the problem. Ideally, you want to free up this one because this one can come over and even sack the ball. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You could score. So I would hypno this guy and then use this one to hypno this one and hope you roll a 3+. If you don't roll a 3+, you just bite somewhere, move instead, and roll the extra 2+ to hypno with this one. You want to hypno this and sack the ball with this because then this can score. Which is the best thing you've got here, because if you don't score this turn, the rats can hand off and score themselves. So I'd be looking for the score this turn. You used him on him. Bit of an issue. You got this one down here to do that. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could 2+ through here and blitz with him. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, could hypno this one and not have to 2+ through there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing. Oh, failed the rush. Snaked the rush.
Ooh.
It's the problem, isn't it? Does leave this one
I don't
down
know.
here, which isn't so bad.
Yeah, I don't. He could have moved up to the scoring threat or something though.
If you weren't going to use it, I probably would have hypnoed this gutter. Because the hypno parts are free, right? So if you weren't going to use this for the play, which I was, I would have hypnoed this gutter and been on this side of the pitch. No rerolls is the big issue here. Yeah, I was using this to hypno this one, so once he decided to use a different vampire to do that, this one wasn't any use. You might as well have hypnoed. Roll a 1, you just bite this guy. And still stand in the center, right? Better to be in the center, because you can reach their sides better. Now you're just down to desperately hoping you don't roll more 1s is the problem. No reroll vampires are pretty rough. He does have a good 1 turn, even with no rerolls, so there is that. I thought vampires started with 4 rerolls in leader. Am I missing? Did he take an extra thrall instead of a reroll or something? Or maybe I'm just thinking of the 5 vampire build. Maybe that is why I like the 5 vampire build. The 6 vampire build is basically a 1 turn. Like it's there for the 1 turn, right? The second blitzer's best use is the 1 turn. Because he's frenzy. This is rough now. Likely to end in needing to do a rerollless 1 turn. But he could play for the win anyway. Even if the rats score on turn 8, he could play for the win anyway. 2 turn and play defense again.
Yeah, you already turned him over once, so the model is there.
But also rats are just not the best person to play that team to do that, because they just 2 turn back, right? It's constantly quick score, because you have to spread out across the pitch. So what some of the vampires not gonna be able to reach the other side of the pitch, so the 2 turn isn't as weak as it would be if they were rule of 5.
But the hypno can also be a 2-turn killer.
Yeah, but that you're only gonna have 3 vampires to do it probably. They just can't reach from one side to the other. We'll see how it goes.
Just put them in an I formation down the center so they reach both with GFIs.
But then they can set up their entire team on one side, right? And like double and triple screen. Mm-hmm. Oof. Big 1 in 9 here. Not moving him. And he's bloodlusted. Not great start. Gets the pow, but he's biting in that thrall. Not great dice for the vampires, sadly. And that might help. That's the leader thrower who just got murdered. That will help the second half. Time to bring those vampires down. Oh, I don't know about the gears. Hmm. Another one. Like it is ones, this guy. Went for the inner one. I think you do move this vamp, obviously. I think you just move her deep enough that she can't be blitzed by the Mighty Blow tackle. You just move her down here.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Down here. Oh, okay. I think down is better. Okay, well, he's just keeping her out of range. It's okay where she is. It's not a major problem. The only reason that down is you can get around the back easier if he does something stupid on his drive. But you might try and reconsolidate in the middle. It's only turn 6. Feels
That's a
feels
risky gambit,
if
though.
it feels bad, like staying with the where the vampires are instead of coming down. But he hasn't got a lot of players to come down with. 3 of them are just incontrovertibly stuck in the middle, right? 2 of them are now based by vampires. With no rerolls, like on the vampire team, I could even see a rat score here. It doesn't seem to be any real way to make this ball safe. So we're
With
just,
that Thrall gone, the Bloodlust is going to be even worse now.
I guess we're just not going to bother and hope that the vampires roll more ones.
The Rats already did a sack on their own drive, so I guess they're not scared now.
Okay, that helps. Not a massive amount, but it helps.
A 3+ dodge will be quite the boon.
That also helps, and that helps. All right, never mind. The rats are fine. Not entirely certain that's the right place, but sure. Push the leader off to move him and then moved him just there. It doesn't seem good. So we got 2 free vampires.
So the Vamp should be focusing on setting up for a turn 8 sack should he stall, because if you can make them think and get a 2-turn, that would be, you could easily 2-turn with the Vamps.
Honestly, if I'm the vamps here, I'll try, but I've probably given this drive up like for dead. They've been comprehensively outdiced. They have no thralls on the pitch, no rerolls. It's pretty rough. That was the wrong square. That was definitely the wrong square. yeah, we're just playing for that. We're playing for the 2-turn. No reroll 2-turn, pretty rough. No built-ins for anything except dodging. No sure hands, etc. I don't like not.
Sometimes the dice just work.
He's done the thing where you forgot to target a gaze. People do. Okay. People do that when when they have other dice to roll, they just forget. When they're thinking maybe I won't make this dodge, I'll work out what to do when I make the dodge. They forget that they could just have worked it out beforehand and selected a gaze if they wanted a gaze.
Yeah, it's easy to forget. Especially if you were a heavy Blood Bowl 2 user where you just walk up and choose to gaze after.
There's absolutely no way to make this ball safe. This is a score. It's just, there shouldn't even be any thinking about it. This is an insane blitz. This is a terrible, terrible. Oh, he's moving him. I take it back. It's not an insane blitz. He's just randomly moving the. Okay, no, never mind. These are.
He is trying to make it safe.
This is no. It's not worth the 1 in 36 risks. This is crazy. He's already rolled 1 in 36 too many. That's another one. Two more now. And all it does is force the vampires to roll some 2s.
When you're an agi coach, like you think if I get sacked, it's still just a 1 in 36 to pick it up and score, but those 1 in 36s fail. People put you in tougher positions where you gotta dodge even more, like do more than 1 in 36s. Like
That was a score turn.
it's
Four.
it's
Sorry.
quite aggressive to do this.
Now he's making 3 pluses. 4 1 in 36s is the same as a 1 in 9. So he just stalled based on a 1 in 9.
Like against wood elves or something where they have such an airtight 2-turn, like maybe, but they only have like 2 move 8 pieces, so their 2-turn, it's doable and even good compared to other teams, but it's not even like it's not something surefire that the Vamps have in their pocket.
He wants to blitz up here, but he shouldn't. He should just blitz down and hope a good bounce happens. Hypno the Roger and just blitz from the top with the block piece. Okay, now that's annoying. You just got to dodge from tackle and do it again. And that's the end of the turn. So rats get the score. Another snake for the vamps. Oh god, triple 1 for the vamps on their turn. Christ. A bit of a dice in of a first half for poor old Backy.
And this is why people do that, because that is the result a lot of the time.
Yes, but if they snake, you could have. a lot. Like some of the
Yeah,
time,
I'm not
one
I'm
in
not
one
saying
in
it's
nine of
broke.
those times, you don't make that turn. Like four 1 in 36s is a 1 in 9. So 1 in 9 times you don't have that ball protected.
To be clear, I wasn't
I
commending
know.
it.
1 in 9, and then 1/4 of those 1 in 9 times, the ball is the one that snakes. I would have Leather Vamps 2 turn with no re-rolls and a full team of rats. I would have Leather Vamps 2 turn.
Give him the closed LOS.
Yeah, giving him the closed LOS for the easy double push Hypno through the back line. 1 turn. So for those who wonder what I'm talking about, you score with the one on the outside, but you're pushing this one close enough who can go up and Hypno the back line, so that this one doesn't have to dodge into tackle zones. It's just in and out past the Hypnode guy. Obviously, the problem here is no rerolls. It looks like he's setting up for that with the 2 vampires there, so... None. That one shouldn't be there, right? That one should be there. To block diagonally here. No, we'll see. So if this goes right, the rat will end up where this is. Okay, I don't know what's going on this side. Okay, that one's okay for the block there. I prefer it for this one, but because if you're blocking diagonally here, you can sort of make it a 3 dice, I think. No, you can't. Never mind. But you can set it up so there's a diagonal block from this guy that helps. Because you could fill in the squares and this guy can block the middle one to there and push up. I think you can do it to help there. Okay.
And the Blitzer having jugs helps. Turns a both down into a push.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm like, never mind. Jesus. Turns out to be a non-game with the RNG all going one way.
Don't you love when you have when you're worried about tactics and strategy and you're setting things up and it's like, oh, kickoff event, screw you.
I roll all the snakes. All the kickoff events will help you. Yada yada yada. Can still do this, I think. So this can block and push to that square. So you only need to be there, right? No, you need to be there. You're movement 8. Take it back. Maybe you might have to utilize this one. So let's think. I think this one can block and fill that square and follow. And then the blitz can be from the side here. Because that's full, so that can still push down. And that gets you your first... Oh, no, it doesn't get you your first push. Yeah, it does. Gets you your first push. Wait, we're just not bothering, I guess. We didn't spend any time to work that out, to see whether it was doable. Oh, wait, are we... No, we're not doing it a different way. because that doesn't push anything. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
If he puts the thrall on the in front of the block vamp, that blitz works maybe?
I don't think you can do it now. He's taking that block. I think you needed that player because of the way you set up. That's the player you needed to block. I'd have to work out whether you can do it once you've taken this block, but that's the obvious route for me. So let's say you do take that and you follow blitz from there into your own player for the first one. It chains up, but the second one goes across because you haven't got this square full anymore. So you could just walk up and fill it with that, and that would chain again. And then this one hits diagonally and pushes you to there. I think it's doable. I think that was doable. I'll pull out Blood Bowl Pusher after this, remind me. We'll see if it was doable. Are we still trying it? We're trying to push back through the middle. Failed hypno. I think we were still trying it there. Seems pretty bad now. Because this is a frenzy blitz. But this is a mess. I think this is just a mess. Across. It's across, yeah. But the problem is now you didn't fill this square, as I said, with this one. So that's not... Then this thrall needed to be there already. So you got to do a 1 dice.
I think he just got tilted at the perfect defense.
I just think he couldn't work it out. It was a complicated one. It's not, it wasn't easy.
He took that first block like 5-10 seconds.
Yeah,
after
I don't know what that
first
was about.
finished.
Yeah,
so like
he should have taken longer before doing it.
He took a block. He's like, screw this, and he's like, wait a minute, maybe I still can.
Yes, he should have taken longer before he took that first block to work it out because I think that fucked him. Yes, see, and that's the correct response. Look, there was probably a much better way. I have to practice this more. That is the perfect response to that. Well done, Baki. That would be why Baki was a 70-odd% coach on Blood Bowl 2. Not just pretending he was good.
Yeah, when things go wrong, it's easy to get on like a one-line track of thought.
That was complicated. I still don't know if what I was doing would have worked or not, because it's hard to work through it when I'm just casting.
Yeah, it's just important to stay composed and take a breath when something bad happens, and then just analyze fresh.
Yeah. So if I'm in this game, I utilize the fact that Fumble can do this. So when I'm doing this, I would be like, right, he's going to go there, so I could write this on the pitch. Thrower goes there.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that.
Rat goes there, and then you know where people are, right? So you can practice the you can go through the one turn by, not fucking it up by trying to remember where everyone was. It's really handy to do for that kind of thing. We got one thrall left in reserve. The permanently a reroll down and a KO means they've only got 10 rats on the pitch. Maybe if you get a removal here, be tasty. I don't like that he's blitzing with the frenzy here instead of the block piece, because this is a unskilled gutter. I'd prefer that. I guess the reason he wants the frenzy up because it's harder to defend a sideline against a frenzy piece. That's a absolutely ridiculous kick. This game is just shit on the vampires every single turn.
If he wanted, he probably could have surfed that over there.
He could have surfed it, but too much effort. No sidestep himself, leaving counter surfs and things. But this is just terrible, isn't it? What an absolutely ridiculous kick. Every single thing so far has gone the rat's way. It must be super annoying.
So with the way the dice are going in the first half, you just try and draw his vamps?
No, I still do this because the thing is he goes back, right? And even if he bloodlusts, it doesn't matter. He just dropped the ball on the floor down here. He throws a pass to a relay, and the relay goes up and hands off for the score. You can still do the 2-turn. You just have to change it to a relay method. All the POWs, straight up. No reason to put it aside. It doesn't matter. Three, four, five, six. I think I base the guard here. I like basing the guard here. Because you have to put two assists in to block him. Which just wastes players and kind of no one in front then. Yes, Prank. Take a Sharpie with you to all tournaments so you can do that. It's really handy.
Honestly, tabletoppers don't even one turn a lot of times. Like, try. There's been so many tournaments and stuff I've gone to where teams with 8 speed, I'll be like, all right, let's do your one turn, let's go. And they're just like, nah, I don't think I can do it.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
It's like, you could tie
so
the
this,
game.
This has to
You
bite.
could get oh, damn.
Like just
you could get a draw if you do a one turn.
Yes. Yeah, so for people who are worried that, like, Sharpieing on your opponent's board is going to be confusing because there'll be words written on there or X's or whatever, it's totally fine. Just scribble it out when you're done. Hypno this gutter with this block piece and then go back and get the ball. I don't like leaving this one here with this big gaping gap. You can always bite him and from there and you still be a screen, right?
I mean, if you bring tokens and stuff, because everyone has little tokens and knickknacks.
Tokens cost... Sharpies last forever. Just bring a Sharpie. It's fine.
You can put little coins and stuff on the board to help.
Some of us haven't got that kind of disposable income.
You get free swag at all these tournaments. Well, free for the cost of admission.
Right there, that's the square. This one with them holding in. That's not the square, is it? What the hell are you doing there, Barky? Like, what? Okay, biting again was not the play. Just stay there for the relay play, and just let the turn end. Oh no, wait, you can't. Never mind. I
Yeah,
take it
you
back.
can't
Can't be the relay if you not gonna bite anyone from there. I take it back. Absolute nonsense talking.
unless you have Fumblerooski.
Yeah, maybe then you go here and bite this one. You kind of need. You can't afford to throw a pass here, I don't think, against rats. So I probably would have just gone here and bit this one. I still don't like going all the way up there because this is rough now. This pass catch scenario. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Throw to him maybe. It's still pretty rough, but because this is a 3+, you have to bite to do the handoff. We'll see where the rats end up. Well, we'll see with. Oh my days! The rats didn't even think twice about that, and they're down a reroll because their leader's gone. That right.
You get
So
rewarded for it.
yes, of course. But I'm not saying he shouldn't have re-rolled it. I'm saying that there's zero thought went into that re-roll. Zero.
Oh no, I wasn't saying. I was just saying like the skulls ended up being rewarding.
Of course, yeah.
You got paid back for the reroll.
Wait, maybe not, because he's trying to move that Roger, so he's hitting one of his own players right now. And of course, it's fine. It's not dead.
And that annoyingly blocks the push square to free the middle vamp.
No, you can blitz like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 handoff. Yeah, so you blitz or hypno rather than blitz, because it's. Actually, no. Blitz is a 1 in 9. Blitz. Okay, I don't like that. I don't. He's just throwing a
Passes
longer
on.
pass. He's throwing a longer pass. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I don't believe that was the play. You free this one up, you throw it to him, and then you hand off to this one. You absolutely don't throw a longer pass against rats here. Anything at all to avoid a 3 is what you want to do this turn. Just anything.
Yeah, I hate 1 in 9 passes.
Yeah.
They've ruined so many games.
It's not even. I don't even know if it's going to be a 1 in 9 pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to do rushes to even make it a 1 in 9 pass.
Oh, that's only move 6.
Yep.
Jesus.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe a 1 in 9 pass to this one. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to stand there so he can do a rush in case he bloodlusts. Had to do a rush to make it a 1 in 9 pass anyway. And fails the catch. Now he's a reroll down. So does he try to score? He could hand off to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's only a single 2+ to score, as opposed to 2 for her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, doing the handoff.
Gosh, that thrall's getting bit
Just
the fuck
get, yeah,
out of.
that thrall is loving a bit of life. It's because in NAF style they don't have any built-ins to help, do they? They just dodge is the only thing that helps. Better hope he doesn't kill this thrall. Doesn't. Perfect. Still has 11. Rats do get their KO back, so also has 11. So 11v11, 1-1, 3 rerolls to single reroll. So it's all still to play for. It's a perfectly balanced game, I think. I don't like putting. I don't like this setup now. The problem with this setup is these 2 vamps suck if he decides to just 2-turn you back. If the rats go all in on one side again, and they're double screened here and a gutter all the way down here, you're going back 2-1 down. We'll see what the rats decide to do. If I'm the rats here, I'd probably do that. I don't fancy my chances at holding the ball against a full team of vampires when I have one reroll and they have three. I mean, I do know one thing the rats will do, and it's set up badly.
For those that missed the first half, the rats did get sacked, so the game is anyone's right now.
Who is Milan? What?
Oh, he's talking about the thrall, I guess, that got bit 5 times.
Oh, up here, Milan has taken a beating. I don't like this setup. But I don't. I mean, both setups are rubbish. But the vampire one's just weird. These two should be chevroned on the outsides. I think that's better because they at least have to roll dice if they wanted to go for the 2-turn. I don't like giving it up for free with no dice needed.
A short break.
I know.
What?
I saw that as well. So, I mean, if they're taking a short break, let's talk about why these setups are like not great, right? The obvious one is there's no anti-blitz setup. Like, it's pretty awful, isn't it? Like, it's one of the few like losing things that could happen. And even if the ball's down there, if you get blitzed on, he's still just flooding you, right? He's flooding towards the ball, and now you have to re-roll a pickup, like because they can't hypno on like a blitz, so you've given him no dice to roll to just run into the backfield.
Also, like, what are those gutters doing halfway?
Nothing.
Like, they're not threatening anything.
It's nothing. Team England need a setup class, and they're not going to take it. So,
Because if they're closer to the line, the Vamps have to worry about them breaking away and doing something. Even if you DACA, they could be like close to the line and make it all the way back to the end zone.
yes, they're rats. They could be here and just be back here immediately. Interesting 1 in 9 there when that was 3 into 2 with the Roger. So who's the Roger blitzing? Gonna just go all in and just try and take out a vamp?
Yeah, maybe the leader.
Maybe. Or blitzing the thrall in the end. It's not great, is it? But again, like the frenzy one on one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't surf him. Kind of interesting what you do here. Wait. Oh, he took a removal. I missed it.
You could surf that Roger. You just have to risk bloodlust after bloodlust for it.
5, 6, 7, 8. And you can only get to there.
No, not with not with
Oh, with
frenzy.
him?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a heck of a commit, though.
It's too much of a commit, I think. But he might be considering it just to get rid of the Roger down here. Like, it's not... You put 2 players here and blitz. Follow and then hypno him. Like, he's got the 3 to do that. This one can reach over here to hypno. This one can then hypno the possible handoff breakaway threat, and these 2 cover the right-hand side. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It does get rid of the Roger on a push into a push. I mean, technically, you could use the Blitzer for the blitz, so it's a 75% into 75%. This one didn't activate, Prank? I don't know. Maybe not. I can't go back and look because we're in spectator mode, not replay mode.
You can swap between them.
It's awful. It breaks the client pretty badly.
Oh yeah, I don't know for streaming.
No, it just breaks the thing. It makes horrible noises, and then you can't get back to the right place. It's bad. Honestly, I don't hate surfing the Roger here at all. Oh, that's sad, Jim. I prefer this play anyway. I know it's better for visual acuity when you turn it sideways, makes it bigger on stream, but I just prefer playing top to bottom, so I prefer casting top to bottom. I don't know why we're hypnoing the Roger. This looks like we're not surfing it. Honestly, the more I'm looking at this, the better the play of surfing the Roger is.
It's like the only piece that stops you from just bullying the rats.
Yes. Like, getting the Roger off the pitch makes your strength 4 the new strength of the pitch. But this was the wrong play if you were going to do it. You don't need to use this one. You need to use this one. These two come here and both have a chance at Hypno in it. Then you blitz from this square. Now you have to dodge him back out. Take the Juggernaut. Oh. You absolute pussy. You're going to follow and bite him? Yeah.
Saves a surf.
Time out. Just time out. I assume that he was told not to after the last time. I hate that he didn't surf that Roger there. If you're not going to surf the Roger, you ignore the Roger, you go through this and you bring up players. That you blitz this possible breakaway gutter. That you can't just blitz the Roger regardless. That is definitely not correct play.
Yes, he specifically asked for a break too, so a timeout.
Yeah,
Super
it'd be incredible, wouldn't it? Sure, okay. I mean, they have got a lot of range to go back over there, so keeping him central is fine. He's the frenzy. He should have been central in the first place. I didn't like the vampire setup, as I said. I still think this should have been a surf. He almost certainly would have surfed him with those dice.
He might have, but then he didn't want a 1 in 36 with a bloodlust.
He didn't have to, like, he had a thrall. He moved a thrall over, so he could have blitzed and gone back and bit it.
But he had the base to take that hit.
Only because he put the runner there, which he didn't have to.
Yeah, true.
He could have just had 2 people here. You didn't need anyone on the corner. That's where you blitz from. And then come back, bite the thrall. Then the one that came here could have hypnoed this. And then got rid of it. You get counter surfed on the thrall, but who cares? A thrall swap for a Roger is pretty amazing.
For sure.
No armor break. Nice, considering it's a 1 in 9 block. Wait, how did the rats have 2 rerolls? Did they get one on the kickoff? Oh, can't. This is annoying. It auto goes back to the bottom. They did. Oh, for God's sake. Honestly, this game has literally helped the rats out with every single kickoff event. Every single bit of RNG has been favoring the rats. It's like horrendous dicing. It's so obnoxious. And now this is a look at that. You've ended up in a way worse position than if you just surfed the thing. This part's his own fault. The dice suck, but this part's completely his own fault.
Yeah, if you surf the Roger, he could just walk everyone back, easy peasy.
Yes. It was a bad decision. You have to follow. You can't stay on the Roger. It's just okay. Is he just surfing the Roger here? I think he's surfing the Roger here. I think that's why he stayed there. 2 into 1 on the Juggernaut surf.
I guess he follows the adage of better late than never.
Yeah, it really is like too late, but sure. Move these thralls over here first. So there's someone in the way, then you can dodge and move and move. Or just go for it now. It's going downhill from back. He started a lot better than this. Maybe he's a bit tilted at the shitty dicing.
Also, it would be a 1 die for the second block.
It is 2 into 1, yeah, but it's a 2+ because of Juggernaut.
Is there overtime format in this, or just
No, it's just a draw.
no? So the only reason to do that is like if you think you could then get back and force them to score early and pray that you get the injury on the Roger.
Bloodlust did as well. Jesus. Wait a minute. Can he even reach? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can't. He has to re-roll that. Oh my god. This honestly, this has been such a dicing. Okay. Finally surfs the Roger. Did cost him a re-roll.
And only a KO, so fitty.
It's mostly for this drive. If the rats score, it's probably over. I don't like doing the dodgeless dodge when we've got 2 completely free vampires to move over. That seemed pretty shit. This one comes here. Okay, why are we just leaving that? It's too far away, isn't it? If he goes down the right side. They're miles away. I guess he's worried about coming round and like 1 dice surfing this guy, maybe? I guess counter surf whoever goes there for the assist. I don't think the rats would be going for that at all. This one should have been back more central. Or at least a couple of squares over or something. That's a really nice non-pow there. But like last turn they should have surfed, right? And these should be more central. And then this turn would be way, way tougher for the rats. They just fucked that turn up, backy.
This is a great example of how old turns screw over your next turns.
Yep.
And why, if you're ever asking for help and you think, oh, this turn is where things went wrong, it probably didn't. It probably went wrong well before.
I mean, this is why this one should have been cutting off, right? Because you allow this route through. No idea why did the dodges dodge and stuff before moving these. It was very bad turn ordering. Pretty bad turn. The best part about this is you only put one there, so that you could actually bring someone over and hypno him out of the way. Needs another person underneath him here. Right here. That's where that rat needs to go. That's where I would put that rat. You're welcome, Don Vito.
I mean, Vamps could probably force an early score.
I mean, they can sack. Just straight away.
Yeah, but I mean, at worst, I don't.
Yeah, the
I don't think
problem
an
is
turn is happening.
because he didn't move this to stop this, he can't sack in a direction that's any good. He can only really sack like to that way or straight down or whatever. It sucks. Four, five, six, seven, eight. Two dice, two dice. Hypno. Blitz. Can't hypno the ball, though, is the problem. I guess actually you could, but then you got no recovery. Yeah. This is going to end up being playing for a draw, I think. I don't think you're going to get the ball here, even if you sack it, because you just played the last two turns badly. At least this is not because of Don Vito, right? This was Backy making a mistake against, shitty dice, admittedly. He'd be winning already if it hadn't been such a shitty dicing, but... Another KO. Make his draw easier. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Hypno, one of these two. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you still can't do it. You still can't get the sack from an angle that you can get the ball afterwards. So I think you just force the score and play for the draw. Should have been a win. But sometimes the dice say no. And he did make his own mistakes, so which have cost him. They cost him this turn, in fact. Could go to there and hypno him. And then come down and hypno him. And then just go through, hypno this one and blitz up. But there's still no recovery. It's going to hypno from here, and then this comes down and blitzes there. But look, it's the angle, isn't it? Even if you get a full power, the ball's going up there. It's pretty shit. You have to want like an amazing, like 1 in 64 scatter. He can hypno from here. You don't have to hypno from there. You can hypno from here and just do the 2+ through. It's probably better than risking the 3+ and also being on Mighty Blow Tackle. Oh, that's weird. You didn't need to do that, obviously. I don't understand why Backy's done that at all. Like, that's a strength. It's a strength. That's a strength 2 piece.
Oh, that's strength 2.
Yeah. Full powered, and now you got no recovery because you moved that piece. Obviously, it's up. No reason for it not to be up, is there? Oh my god! It almost did it. And now look, imagine if that was the case. Look, this one could have hypnoed the guard, and then you got 2 dice, 2 dice. So again, a mistake has cost him. Like, these two could have both been knocked down, and the ball could have been up here. Or you could even risk the 1 dice into 2 dice and had recovery. Either way.
Well, he's got it.
Follow. Yep, okay. Look at that. All the powers and no one left. And a removal. Incredible. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can't do a handoff play. This just got interesting. Can't do a handoff play. This is going to involve 3s. Dice finally help the vamps out for a bit. Yeah, or 4s. Tempest, that's worse, right? I just meant 3s because you can do a handoff play with a different rat.
Yeah, you go for the old Khemri pass. The old Khemri pass.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, can't get to there. This one just standing up is terrible, isn't it? Because they had a 2+ out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nobody can get back to. This is the gutter that's obviously the handoff, but you can't do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Should have blitzed him then, maybe, to get him out of the way. Which means you needed this gutter to be an assist.
Yes, the gutter that stood up should have come in for the assist. Stand up the other one, block with the Hypnode Lino.
And
then
you could use one to give it to the other.
Yeah, that's what I'd have done. But yeah, just standing up that gutter was horrendous.
Didn't even think about it. Just stood him up.
Yeah, like one of the subtleties of safe moves first. You say, amazingly, we know when they are.
Yeah.
Wow, who would have known? The subtleties aren't hard, but he did find one of the few bad times to do safe moves first.
Yeah.
That was diabolical, just standing that up.
Yeah, it's to be fair, he hasn't actually been that bad this turn, but mostly because he's been reacting to vampires, which means that you're not given free reign of where to put people, and so making terrible decisions. You're just reacting to like what the other person is doing. He's better. There we go. He makes the 3+3+. Everything's fine. Yeah, just do that.
Easy. Right, I'm done before I get into trouble.
The disgusting part of Blood Bowl where you do so much good and it's just like 3-3-2-2.
Yeah.
Defeats you.
I mean, 3-3-2-2 with 2 rerolls, really high. Well, actually, 1 reroll by the time he got there, I think. Where was it? No, you only had 1 reroll. Okay, because he's only got 1 reroll now. So, oh no, it was because the free one went away. So he had 2 rerolls. So 3-3-2-2 with 2 rerolls is a pretty high chance, but it's still obnoxious.
It's one of those mental cases where like you always remember the bad times. So it's like if I tried that a 3-3-2, if I needed a 3-3-2-2 to score, like it's gonna fail.
Yeah.
But then your opponent does it and it works every time. So you think.
It's about a 70%, I think. So the rats are still on 10 because 2 of their KOs came back. This game, I mean, the Vamps had one good turn of dice, which was our last turn, and they've been dicked on for the other 15 turns or whatever. Well, no, hang on, it's only been 13. The other 12 turns. So it's kind of annoying. But also, like I said, they made some pretty bad judgment errors that were exacerbated by the bad dice. That would have been a much easier... You'd have been able to sack that ball with recovery if you hadn't fucked up the previous 2 turns. Well, the turn before last. If you'd surfed the Roger on the first try instead of the second try, you'd have had more Vampires Central, and you would have been able to sack that ball with less dice and with recovery options. So that's like on him. And Don Vito's push forward was actually decent. He put the players in the right places. Obviously, you can't not have dice on the ball with Vampires, but he did all right with his chain. Interestingly, that he did play for the draw, though, by doing all of that instead of just keeping the ball back and trying to make a play at the end of the drive. I don't think that was the right decision. I would have just kept the ball out of range and rolled some 1 in 36s towards the end of the drive to do a breakaway or something.
Yeah, I don't know if he's confident enough to try 8 turning with rats.
It was a 6 turn. No, it was a 7 turn.
Oh, yeah,
Take it
6
back.
turn.
It was a 7 turn. The Vampires did 2 turn in the end, even with the mess that
So
went on.
basically a full drive.
Yeah, it was
'cause his
mostly
first
a full
he
drive,
just
yeah.
ran up immediately too. Like,
But he did get a free reroll for it, so he went back up to 2 rerolls. So I wouldn't have been too unconfident about trying to hold the Vamps at the halfway line with the ball on a gut there out of reach. This is a 3 turn, the Vamps have to remember, so... Oh, it's not, it's a 2 turn. I keep forgetting Fumble doesn't update until the ball lands. No, wait,
it is.
there's
If
a
it's
3
turn
turn.
6,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
a
an
3
idiot.
turn.
Yeah, ignore me. I was right the first time and then I was stupid. This is the problem, right? He can't re-roll that Bloodlust. He has to bite because the ball's on the ground. He didn't set it up so he could accept the both down. And is removed now. See, bad placement. He needed to set up better than that. Small mistake. There we go. And see, oh, I love it. I'm loving Baki. First thing he said, look, stupid setup. Because it was. That was exactly the problem with that setup. And he recognized it and called it out. Good man. I'm liking you, Baki. I don't know you, but you're one of my new favorite German players.
This is a skill that I notice helps in cross competitive gaming, probably real sports and stuff, is that ability to look back and look at mistakes, like take time. It's not just even a Blood Bowl thing.
It's mostly just to admit it, right? Because like you could tell he worked it out really. Oh man, I can't take this double down because I didn't stand the player next to my player. So he knows now. He might remember it for next time, but it's there. He recognized it and wrote it to his opponent. Didn't have to write it to his opponent. Maybe he's just doing it because we're all watching. Like you can, like he's got 2 Germans in with him or whatever. But
Maybe
regardless,
you think, oh, if I say it, I'm not gonna remember it down the line. But like subconsciously, it's there.
he also has to remember that the Rats are going to get a 1 turn to win. Oh, I'm not suggesting he's saying it for my benefit, PC. I mean, there's people spectating in things, so maybe he's saying things like that out loud so that his German friends know that he noticed that was a mistake, which is still good. I'm not like shitting on him for that. I'm just saying that doesn't have to be talking to his opponent. Could be just saying it out loud so that his teammates know. Hello, PC. What Don Vito wants to do here is avoid at all costs using that last reroll, because his one turn to win might require it.
It's always a hard balance because what if that reroll can set up your defense to stop them?
Yes. He also doesn't have a thrower for his one turn, which, frankly, is sometimes better. People forgetting that, especially if they've got more than one reroll, that the gutters can pick up on a 2 and hand off, and you don't have to include a 1 in 9. But we've seen it repeatedly in these games. Possibly in Don Vito's game, definitely in Nippy's games. People picking up on the thrower just because it has sure hands when they've got multiple rerolls and they shouldn't be including a 1 in 9.
See that's complicated too, because like, what if you need multiple rerolls for the 2 pushes?
If you do
or
the odds, it will almost
dodge?
always work out better not to put the 1 in 9 in. You'd have to swap it for 4 1 in 36s. If you have like one reroll and you've got, you're going to have to make rushes and the handoff and all of that stuff, probably best to keep it for those. But if you have more than one reroll, it's almost always best to not start at 89% instead of 97%. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6 handoff. We might be seeing a handoff play here. If this guy's going round, he has to do rushes anyway, so you probably want it on the movement 8 dodge piece. Or pass play. But that's 2 1 in 36s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 handoff to this square. Oh, okay. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. You could have the movement 8 piece there. He's moving first. Oh, no. There's no way this is going to be good. Oh, no. What are you doing, Baki? Nothing he just did was right. That was a horrendous mistake. If you're going to do a 1 in 36 anyway, give it to the movement 8 piece. Completely and utterly situational prank. No way of giving you that answer, sorry.
Let's say standard rat 2 push with a back line. Let's just say that. What would it be, like 60?
The activation isn't a failure, though, is it? Which he re-rolled the Bloodlust anyway, because you can just bite this guy. Because you be in the cage, and when you do, you be behind him, and when you do the handoff, you form in a new cage. If you don't remove him, you can bite him again with the other one. But more importantly, the ball right now would be on a movement 8 dodge piece for the inevitable score. Because he's still got a rush to go.
I really
Oh, we
wish my
love which
tabletop-
column he's in, Jim. That's the only way the tabletop get their sponsorship money, if they constantly stand in that column. I'm pretty certain that that's going to be how Eurobowl is going to be all like cool and has techno lights and things. Chunt's column, sponsorship money.
If my tabletop opponent's bloodlusted as much as Baki does, I might actually win some games with
Yeah,
Vamps.
he's rolled a fair few ones. Oh, there we go. There's the snake. So, Hypno, 2+ score. And it wouldn't be a 2+. You wouldn't have a snake to roll if you put the ball on the movement 8 piece. Yep, move there. Hypno from there. Hypno from there. What are we doing? Why are we moving this one? Are we blitzing? You can blitz afterwards if you want. Hypno carries no threat of burning a reroll that you need to score. You can still blitz afterwards, right? So it doesn't matter. What do you mean, come on? It's whether a play is correct or not correct. It was bad. It was worse than not doing it. Because he still had a blitz to do afterwards if the Hypno didn't work. And the Hypno cannot, like, turn over. Or burn your only reroll when you have to do a rush. It's wrong. It's not like, you know, jamming your head in the freezer door wrong, but it's just wrong. That's what the point of this is. To tell people whether or not something's slightly better than the other thing. Yes, but that's not what I said, is it? I didn't say that was the worst possible thing you could do. Like, I'm not comparing it to jamming his dick in the car door. I'm saying it was worse than the other thing, which I said he should do.
Well, there is the chance that he bloodlusts, in which just doing a Hypno can fail, and
You could, but yes, if you're including a snake in the options, you're fucked anyway, aren't you? Because a 1 in 27 blitz is just as bad, worse than the 1 in 36 there. So it's still better to do the other one. There is a nightmare scenario where you like snake and then have to 1 in 9 blitz instead of 1 in 27 blitz or whatever. But those are all worse odds than just doing it right. It wasn't triple skull. It didn't have block. It was a 1 in 27 RD. Which you had as a backup option anyway, if the Hypno fails. But there was no way for the Hypno to burn a reroll. PC's gone in. Go in, PC. Start fight. If that bounces up, it's good. If it bounces down, it's awful. Okay, it's good. Right. I don't know why this gutter runner is here. Why is this gutter runner here? Good start. Wait, to get another reroll on the kickoff. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Okay, never mind.
Just, as you are famous for saying, justice.
Yes. Absolute justice. Let's go. 2 rerolls on kickoffs for the Rats. And the solid defense. Like, everything was in the Rats' favor there. It was pretty rough. For old Baki. And he managed to draw anyway. Well done. And credit where it's due, Don Vito was nowhere near as shit as he's been in the previous 6 games. I don't mind saying things when they're the truth.
Yeah, I expected to come here. Sound like he would bang it out with the Roger, but he just mostly played positionally with him.
I'm sure he's very nice to the baby that apparently all Team England players have balancing on their head, distracting them. It was Baki, yes. Look at him. I'm loving this guy. No, so close. That wasn't what it was. You didn't take the bait. You should have followed through on the bait and surfed the Roger. And then brought your Vamps back central. There's no Roger on there. No, that was it. That was his second turn, Don Vito. That's the wrong fucking turn. Okay, both of you wrong about what went wrong in that drive.
The mistake was the lack of follow through.
Yes. The second turn surf. Well, I still think the second turn surf was necessary, but he didn't play the rest of that turn well either. He surfed and then he left a vampire too far out on the left. The runner was left too far out and allowed more rats to come through the open hole that he left by leaving that vampire there. So the sack wasn't good enough. Didn't have any recovery. Those 3 turns were progressively like just rolling over from the first mistake. It was constant, like trying to play a turn with a weight round your neck from the last turn. See you later, RD. Wilking, do you play tabletop, or have you ever thought about playing tabletop? That's the wrong version of Q, Candlejack. I am very aware that you're not first language English, but should you ever watch this, that's my Q is CUE, not QEU, etc. The one that we've used there is the lining up people. Because Team England needs some decent players. I was just helping him out. Normally people like who speak English as a second language, like, because I play COD with Lucas, another German, likes knowing the correct word for things. Not everyone cries when you correct them. Team England, take notes. Yes, Beltronic. I can look at them online if you want now. Give me a second, I'll put them up. Oh, wait, first, before I do that. Yeah, so that was actually one of the better games. I mean, admittedly, it was mostly due to Baki and the fact that Baki played most of the first half well. So we had something to talk about. It wasn't just, oh my God, what's happening? And it forced Don Vito to react. And apparently Don Vito is better at reacting to things, to threats and stuff, than just giving him free reign and do whatever he wants, because that's where problems come. So that was actually a much better game than a lot of the previous games. And the mistakes that were made were more interesting ones. They weren't like jam your head up your ass type mistakes. They were like, I think he should have done this, and you get to say why, rather than, oh my God, what is he doing type mistakes, because then you just got nothing to say of you. There's no like he should be here instead of there on those level of mistakes. There's just insult them and move on. There's nothing you can say. Like, what he should be doing is an entirely different turn. Sucks as analysis. So I like that we got to talk about that. And thank you for keeping me company, Rogue.
Yep, it's been a pleasure.
And we will see you in the next game.